Hey guys, it's Rush, hope you're all doing well, welcome back to the channel. This video today I'm going to be showing you some of the changes I would have liked to have seen Ken get in Street Fighter 6 Season 3. So this is not a case of this is what I want Ken to have because buff this character, he's too weak. It is not that type of video, even though that's the way the Ken haters will interpret it. It's not that video, it's just some quality of life changes and some new functionality that will help Ken, not even help Ken, but it will give him more utility because some of the changes Capcom have added I don't think really were that impactful. So let's talk about these changes now in this video. So you may remember that in Season 2, Capcom gave Ken the ability to get an OD Dragon Lash into run DP at a particular juggle height. So there I did his Chin Buster target combo, cancelled it into OD Dragon Lash, and I can get a run DP after it. Whilst this is a nice change, if I'm honest, it's very rare that I ever go for that combo route. It's not really one of the optimal routes. The only time I'd ever do that is if I did a raw stand medium punch confirm and I was aware of the situation, so aware of the fact that I've got the meter to do the OD Dragon Lash. That's really the only situation where I'd actually want to go for it. A more common situation where you'll see the OD Dragon Lash is after mid-screen heavy kick Jinrai. That combos really nicely. It sets up some of Ken's more optimal combo routes, but this does not combo into run DP. So that's my first suggestion. I would like to see the juggle height adjusted on the OD Dragon Lash from those types of situations to get the run DP. It also impacts other situations. Here's an example. So Ken's stand heavy kick punish counter. You'll be able to do drive rush into stand heavy punch, OD Dragon Lash there, and get the run DP afterwards. Currently you don't get that, but that tweak would change that scenario as well. I do think the Chin Buster OD Dragon Lash, it looked really cool, but it hasn't added anything to Ken. The second item on my list is stand medium punch hit confirms. Now this was changed from Season 1 into Season 2. You could delay the second part of the target combo to hit confirm it, but also to create a gap to frame trap. That's gone now. There's no frame trap from the medium punch into the heavy punch, which is fine, but this is now a 16 frame hit confirm. It is hit confirmable, it's possible, but it takes a lot of mental stack in a game that has a very high mental stack as it is. So my proposal is not to revert the changes. I don't think the frame trap in this scenario should be put back in, but I do think the hit confirm window should be more lenient. So currently 16 frames. I think 17 is fair, but I do think it should be like an 18 frame hit window to confirm this. So that's the change number 2. Okay, so change 3 is going to upset people, I know for a fact, but I've got to throw it in there. So at the moment, when Ken does stand light kick into drive rush, so stand light kick, he doesn't get combos into a 4 frame. It never links. There's no situation where this links. However, if you do stand light kick and it's a counter hit or a punish counter, it will combo into stand medium punch. As you can see there, setting up some pretty beefy combos. So my proposal is that on regular hit, this links into a 4 frame after drive rush. So like that. That should combo, I feel. And because it's a crouch jab, that 4 frame, after drive rush, that will combo into crouch heavy punch. So that would be the optimal link if you go for the 4 frame. But because I'm a fair and respectable Ken main, I would say a nerf to this is that on counter hit, the advantage is reduced on hit. So the counter hit, when you do this into drive rush, let's force it to go into a 4 frame only. Let's stop it from getting the 5 frame. The 5 frame does lead to more damage. So that would be my sort of balancing. So the fact that this is regular hit drive rush comboable, let's nerf the advantage on the counter hit situation. So that would be your now optimal link. Punish counter, however, would be unchanged. You'd be able to go into stand medium punch or even crouch medium punch. So this one's short and sweet. The run DP was buffed in Season 2. It was made to be faster to help with some combo situations, make it more consistent. But it's still not super consistent. There are times if I change the counter hit, no punish counter. There's times where I go for that link, so the punish counter stand medium punch into crouch heavy punch, that comboed naturally, and then I do a run DP and the DP doesn't connect. It happens sometimes, I'm not going to say frequently, but it does happen. That's one example. There's times where I do crouch medium kick into run DP, so I'll do again punish counter. Let's just say I go for that link stand medium punish counter into crouch medium kick at range. Because this is a regular crouch medium kick now, this does combo into run DP on regular hit, but this has the chance to drop. It happens quite a lot, so there's a number of times where I get the confirm and I optimize the confirm into run DP into level 3, and the DP gets blocked, the run DP gets blocked, and there's times where I've cancelled into level 3 on block. So not only have I dropped the combo, I've also spent my level 3 as well. So some consistency changes there. I think if the run DP was maybe like 1 frame faster to come out, it would help with consistency. So this again is a consistency buff. There's times where I do a medium gym right into heavy kick in a juggle state. So chin buster's a common one. And if I misjudge the juggle height, that's fine. My DP, heavy punch DP 7 frames, and my CA, my SA3 7 frames will connect. But if I misjudge, so I think a common situation is where I get this in the corner. So if I do that, let's try and get the actual combo to land first. That should hit now. So that lands, but if your timing is ever so slightly off, that I think, yeah, it whiffs. You can see when it's going to whiff, but it's very unfortunate that you get the hit, you get the juggle, but your timing's ever so slightly off, causing the 7 frame follow-up to miss there. The level 3 from that situation has missed so many times, so I'd prefer some level of consistency in the juggle height after the juggle medium kick gym right into heavy kick. This change, so it's utility, it's another technique you could use with Ken, but I do think with Season 3 Ken, he's lacking addition to his arsenal. So at the moment, if you do medium gym right into the, or any gym right into overhead, so I'll use that example. So that combos if they're standing, but if they're in a knockdown situation, the overhead does not combo. So let me show you this now. So that's a full combo from the juggle, but you can see the overhead in the juggle state does not go into Super Art 3. It doesn't combo. I would like to see that added to the game. I feel like that should combo. The fact that you can do that, I'd like to see a pickup there into SA3. So not a big change in my opinion, but an addition to his arsenal in Season 3. Season 3 is the new season, and we all want our characters to have new tech to use. So that's another example to throw in. The final change, this again is going to ruffle some feathers. So Ken's run into run stop, I find it very bad in this game. So run into run stop, you would use this in neutral if the opponent's trying to parry the step kick. But I do feel like sometimes just committing to step kick is actually better than using the run stop, because when you do the run stop, there's so much recovery from this situation. So counter hit's not on, you can see counter hit's not on, but I'm going to press a button during the stop, but quite late in it, and you'll see Ken is in a counter hit state so long, it's actually mad. It almost makes run stop like bad in my opinion, and I'm surprised that no one's really mentioned this. Now don't get me wrong, Ken's doing run stop is hella annoying. I hate run stop mechanics in Street Fighter games, characters with run stops, or run cancel should I say, but I'm actually surprised how much recovery this has. I think having recovery is fine, and it should have recovery, but I do think the fact that it's a run stop, it shouldn't have as much recovery. So for that change, what I'm requested is to shave off some of the recovery when you do run stop. So that is it for the video. I'm sure the Ken haters are up in arms at the moment, but I hope you've enjoyed. Any questions or queries, always give me a shout, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.